Well, hello everyone. Today we are talking everything about how to scale with marketing. And so we're going to dive right in. So talk about some of the biggest questions that people ask us.
Where do they miss it in marketing? Where do they miss in scaling their marketing?
I think what people think in their mind, they're like, okay, I've got the best product. I've got the best way to deliver the product. And so I should be the best one to win the job. And the truth is that you can have the best product, you can have the best service in the world, and you cannot be the best one to deliver it. But if you're bad at marketing, you're going to lose. And that's what people miss.
All right, so how do they get good marketing? What's the difference between like good marketing or advertising?
Well, let's just back up for just a second, because I think the biggest thing that people think is, okay, I've got a good website, I've got this, but what they're mainly missing is they don't have a good offer, right? So it's like they're missing a good offer. And so I'll give you an example. We've got a good friend, his name is Cameron Harold. We love him and he's great. And he used to be with 1-800-GOT-JUNK. And so they had this really great commercial back in the day, and I think they still run it. They just keep running the same commercial. And basically they have someone who's like really sad and they're like really upset. They're like in a room filled with clutter and junk. Mm-hmm. And then they have someone, they say, okay, just point right there, point, and your junk will disappear. So someone points and it's like they literally see the room, and it's like basically are looking at this. And you go, you're creating a feeling. Like you're saying, okay, you were stuck in a rut. It's like you have to go to what's the problem and what's the problem that you're going to
So they
solve.
did a good job of creating a vision of what the despair it looked like before and the feeling you're going to have after you use their service, right? And so they did a good job of giving that visual. I mean, you could have audio with that. You could have no audio. You could just see that. You don't even have to have the best music behind. Didn't even have to have words. You could just see this is what it looked like before and this is what it looked like after. And so that's got to be a part of the offer?
Yeah, it has to be. They have to have a visual of like, here's where I am now. And so like, you see someone who's like, what we like to do is like for entrepreneurs, right? It's like they're wearing 100 different hats, they're working their butt off, they're hustling like crazy, and they're watching their profits go down and down and down.
So what happens when somebody has this amazing product, but they can't get out of the mindset of like, why doesn't everybody understand this is what it's going to look like after, and you're in this spot before? How come they can't get past that? How do you help them get past that part of like they're just too busy they're too busy cleaning out the junk, if you will. They can't get past creating it where the customer understands that.
Yeah, and I think, what I see most people doing wrong is that they've got too many offers. The message isn't clear of what they like. You should have 1, 2, maybe 3 good offers, and that's it. Like you come up with it, and then they need the newest thing, I think, is really the guarantees. So for us, we've done a lot of guarantees because people want to know, if I'm giving you this money, you're guaranteeing to do it. It's kind of like, one day marketing. One day painting, or one day
1 hour cleaning, 1 hour heating and cooling, right? Like that's 1 hour. Guarantee we'll be there an hour free. Pizza Hut is like, hey, we'll be there in 30 minutes or it's free, right?
That was Domino's.
Whoever. And that's always been an issue for me in the franchise business. Like you can't guarantee, everything's regulated, so you have to offer whatever is in the disclosures. And so that's the downside of franchising.
Yeah. So I think the biggest thing that we help people do is help them create their offer, clean that offer up, make it super, super clear. And then I think one of the things that you have to do is you have to get the message out there. So someone might have created a clear offer, but then they're not doing anything with it. They could have spent all this money on doing this great commercial, but then they're not paying the money to get the commercial out there. So they're not paying to boost it on Facebook, boost it on Instagram.
So they go out there, they get some organic, and they don't do a good job with it. Or they make an offer that's bad, and then they market and boost it, which then costs them money. And so if somebody has a product that is worth $5,000 or $10,000 per conversion, I mean, wouldn't it be worth it to pay someone to help them get that offer correct and really get that going?
But the truth is, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, it's about creating that flywheel and getting it so that you can make sure that you've got a clear offer. Then we figure out who your target is to go ahead and target that audience. So, like, for example, if you've got a younger audience, then we might say you've got to go to TikTok because that's where the people are at. If you've got an older audience, we might say go to Facebook. If you got a middle-aged audience, then we might say now you've got to bring it to Instagram. So you've got to niche down, first of all. And I think that's the biggest piece. Who has time
to do all this stuff?
This is
when
the
they're
biggest
too busy,
piece.
They're too busy working on the product. They don't have time to think of this stuff.
Yeah,
you just
but then
wake
they're
up
just
and think about
throwing
this?
money out the door. If you don't get a clear message, you don't clarify who your niche is, and then get a clear offer of here's what I'm offering, here's the problem that I'm solving, and then now paying money to get it out.
So what you're saying is this is legal printing of money. Like it's a legal version of printing money. You just put money in the machine and it's going to come out run the offer through, and they're going to end up with a bunch of customers that are going to pay for their services because they have a clear vision of what they're going to get with a guarantee. Yeah,
and that's what we help do, is help you with a guarantee and also help you with
When have you ever done a guarantee? What do you know about guarantees?
I've done so many. So,
I know.
So let's talk a little bit about leads right now. And I think a lot of people think, oh, my business isn't growing, I need more leads. And they think, oh, the market is too competitive. And they think maybe my product isn't good enough.
Or they're paying a lot for leads.
And they just keep paying from it. And people don't realize that in business, is downstream from marketing. Everything revolves around marketing.
Absolutely. MOE, marketing over everything.
Welcome to Mo's. He basically got it from me and then tried to coin it as his own.
I said it from the stage. You said it to me in the bed. So, I mean,
So when people think of marketing, they think, okay, running ads, posting on social media, hiring someone to manage their Facebook, group, but really that's not what marketing is. That's what the biggest misunderstanding. And so I see people who are talented, they're hardworking, and they're just stuck. And so someone else who has a worse product, how many times have you seen someone with a worse product literally crush someone else just because their marketing wins?
Them. Attention is the new commodity. They get more attention on their product, and then more people will buy it. I mean, it's just
unfortunately, it's sad, but the market doesn't reward the best product. It rewards the person who's the best marketer.
Right. Now, it doesn't negate you can't have a bad product. If you have a bad product and you market a bad product, then you're going to just lose money faster.
Yeah, and if people don't understand your value instantly, you lose. If your message doesn't land, if it doesn't connect, you lose. If your offer isn't clear, you lose no matter how hard you work.
And I hate it that they got to experience that to figure that out. At the same time, it's way better if they're running into that problem. Let's just get them out of it.
Yeah, and marketing actually just lands to two things, right? It's your offer and then your amplification of that offer, whether you boost it, whether you do paid ads, getting that attention and getting that word out there, right? And that's it. It's just those two things.
Yeah, if you have a good offer, I mean, then people are going to buy it. They're going to buy it organically. If they don't buy it organically, you definitely don't want to pay money because then you're just going to pay money to not sell it.
Yeah, and almost everyone gets this backwards. So some people focus on boosting first, right? They're like, oh, I don't really have a clear offer, but what the heck?
Yeah, why not? It's a strategy.
They run Facebook ads, they hire a marketing agency, they spend more money because they're like, well, and someone tells them, right? Inevitably, someone's like,
you got to run ads.
Yeah, you got to run ads, you got to spend more money.
Yeah. But which is not bad advice. You do need to run ads, but you need to have the right offer first.
But it's one or the other. Either they're paying to push a weak message, right? Or they just have a terrible offer.
Yeah. I like the no-brainer offers or the guaranteed offers. I mean, those are always the best. Like, I click the ad and they're like, hey, it's guaranteed. I'm like, done. Like, what do I have to lose?
You have to have a guarantee.
What do you have to lose? I mean, when that's, especially assuming you trust the product or the person, right? And so...
Yeah, and I hate seeing people pay money to show more people something that's not converting. And we've done it. We've done it ourselves. When the ad doesn't work, you start blaming the ads, you blame the people, you blame the platform, you blame the leads. But the real issue is...
the offer isn't strong enough.
Yeah, that's it. the offer isn't strong enough. And so that's where we come in and help you clarify that message, because we don't want you to waste any more money. Like, boosting doesn't fix your business. It just exposes your business. If your offer is bad, boosting it's just going to help you fail faster. And we just don't want that. So for us, we help you come in. We create a 1 minute, 2 1-minute ads that you can post, and then a 3 to 5 minute kind of an infomercial. After they click on the 1 minute, then they kind of need to have a 3 to 5 minute that expands on that. And then we create the landing page for you, and then we make sure, is this offer worth boosting? That's how you get more leads, right? So let's
Which
just
is why you need
about,
more than one of them. That's why you need more than one created, because one's going to outperform the other, and you need to see that first.
Yeah, and let's just talk about what a good offer clearly shows. There's really 2 things, and that's it. It's where someone is now, the before, and
what it's going to look like or how it's going to be better after.
Yeah, that's it. It's where is someone now and where do they want to be after, the before and after. And that's what makes the transformation feel real. It makes it feel achievable and simple. And the biggest thing is the simplicity.
Yeah, this is what my weight looks like today. This is what your weight could look like there. This is how my house is cluttered. This is how it can be decluttered. This is how I can't read a financial statement and my finances are a mess, to, hey, all of a sudden I know how to do it. Now I can drive my business.
But instead, okay, what people do is they talk about themselves. They're like, oh,
I'm the best.
Yeah, they show awards like, oh, we won this award, and we've been in business 20 years, and we care about our customers, and we're number one. And guess what the customer's thinking? What's the number one thing that the customer's saying? How does this help me?
Yeah.
That's all they care about.
Yeah, congrats on your success. I've probably done that too much myself.
So instead, your messaging has to say, if you're here, we're going to help you get there. That's it. That's what we help you do. And, kind of like the 1-800-GOT-JUNK example, right? So their problem isn't junk. Their problem is they're stressed, they're embarrassed, they don't know what to do with it, they're overwhelmed. And
it's expensive to get rid of it.
Yeah. And people are like, the bad offer says, call us for $99, we'll come in, or we remove your junk for cheap. That is not a strong offer. Have you seen the 1-800 commercials where they literally...
It's like waving a magic wand. It's like, oh, you got all this mess, it's overwhelming, they're stressed, and then all of a sudden, bling, and the truck drives by, and then all of a sudden it's clean.
Yeah, they say point and we'll make your mess disappear so you can feel in control again.
People like control.
They like to point and
that's just good marketing.
It's gone. That's a completely different
They throw away
impact.
trash. They throw away trash, and they killed it with marketing. Dollar Shave Club, they sell a razor. And it's like, you can do this, and why spend more money? We can make it easy.
Yeah. Now, even if your offer is good, the other part why we need to make that 3 to 5 minute video for you is that people still hesitate, right? Because they still are like, they start asking themselves some questions.
Yeah. Well, they know you, but they don't know if they like and trust you yet. And so that's where it gets in like and trust, which is why YouTube is taking off with the long form side of this. So that's why you have to have your Instagram and Facebook and then redirect to your YouTube.
Yeah. And people are asking like, is this really going to work? Can I trust the person? Is it worth the money? Is the juice worth the squeeze? Well, like I always like to say. So your job in that 3 to 5 minute video that we create for you is we say, okay, what's the best way to do that? Is the process crystal clear? Because people do not take action until they see themselves bringing action themselves, and
because self-doubt creeps in because they start going, oh, well, if you do this, then this. Like they talk themselves out of whatever could go wrong.
Yeah, so it's like step 1, here's what happens. Step 2, here's what we do. Step 3, here's what you get. So like for us, we say we get on 4 calls with you. And we literally record it. And then what we do is we create the professional commercials, a 1 minute, another one minute that you can run on Instagram. Check.
Yeah, why pay marketing people ongoing for months and months and months when all you need is one good offer.
Just one time.
1-2 offers you can do.
And then keep running it.
And you just got to run it. Yeah, you just got to run it over and over. And
then
you can add the budget whenever you want.
Yeah, then we have the 3 to 5 minute video. And then we create a really clear message, a really good offer, a really good landing pages, and then you sit and get the leads, the real qualified leads coming in.
And if they don't want to pay, we could just join in on their company if you want. We'll just really bet on the upside.
That's right.
I mean, what they're going to pay, it's just going to be on all the money we're going to make with it.
Yeah, and one of the things is so funny. My husband loves two things, okay? He loves being, I won't say what you really love, but you love being behind a whiteboard. He loves a whiteboard.
I like to be in front of the whiteboard. Behind the whiteboard. Let me out.
And he also loves to write everything on a napkin. If you've ever gone to a restaurant with him.
You know, I have that other napkin, that other meeting I just had. I took it home and wrote it on the whiteboard.
He's like, if you can't write it on a napkin, then if it's too complex, there's no fluff. Yeah. He's like, if it can't fit on the whiteboard and if it can't fit on the napkin, then forget it, right?
And, you know, we're not talking like the cocktail napkin because those are a little small. Napkin. Yeah, you get a little bit bigger napkin.
Yeah, you basically say, like, if you can't simplify it, then we're ripping up the napkin.
Yeah, I yelled at a guy who said that to me one time when I was creating them out. He's like, "That's just too complicated," and I was like, "No, it's not. It's just this." So I was like, "Because I got it," and he was like, "That's too complicated. If you can't say it in like one sentence, it's too much."
Yeah, and that simple clarity, that will change everything, because we will make sure you understand where your leads are going to come from, what was working, what wasn't working. And then we're going to help you create $1 million business or $1 billion business. One of the two you get to choose. But you're not stuck because you need more effort. You're stuck because you're too complicated. You've got too many ideas. You've got too many offers. You've got too many directions. You don't need more. You need clarity, and you need a better offer.
You know what I always do when we're doing these podcasts? I always stare out this window, and I don't know why, but I'm always listening to what you're saying and applying it to the business. I'm like taking what you say and applying it to these businesses these different ways. It's so funny. I keep doing it every time we talk.
And if what we're saying to you right now is resonating with you, then I want you to follow this channel. And in the next video, we're going to show you how to turn this into a system that scales your business without burning you out. So we love talking about marketing. We love talking about scaling. Just so you guys know, a lot of people don't know this, but I had a rumor that went around about me that they're like, the reason why she's so good at marketing is because she has her master's from Harvard in marketing.
Oh, really?
Remember how long that went around? That was like 3 years at least. I
didn't know it was Harvard. I didn't hear that part.
I have my degree in math from Virginia Wesleyan College. So. But anyway, we're going to turn this into a marketing machine for you, and we're really excited to give you clarity. If this resonates with you, comment marketing, and we are going to take you to the next level. All right, we'll see you guys next time.
Deuces.
No, you're supposed to say bye-bye for now.
I'm not saying it. No,
I like saying bye-bye for now. All right, bye, guys.